Hey guys, Solarian Gamer here, and I just wanted to bring you episode 3 of Solarian Gamer Talks. Yes, we're doing another one of these today, people. Because look, this is pretty big. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is releasing this week. This is huge. Now, naturally, I bought myself a copy that I'm saving for Christmas. Sitting around watching Christmas movies with my mom and all, and having a good old time. Just something cool. Other people will definitely be playing it on launch day. And guys, I'll be so looking forward to joining you guys in the fight on the battlefield. The moment I start playing it, it won't take me too long to start hopping into online games. So, that being said, with the new Smash Brothers coming out, Smash Brothers fans will probably, maybe with the exception of Melee and the original, be abandoning Brawl and the fourth game. The one on the Wii U and the 3DS from 2014. Now, I have to say, that would be a bit of a mistake. Every Smash Brothers game has something that the other ones don't. Like, the first one has definitely the nostalgia factor. There's some stages in there, maybe one or two, probably won't be present in the new game. Plus, it's just has that certain thing about it. Old retro games have this certain thing about them that you just can't find in today's games. I know that is incredibly vague and probably a little bit silly, but that's just my opinion. As for maybe, say, Melee, people will definitely be going back to play Melee once Smash Bros. Ultimate comes out. After all, they said Ultimate, as good as it's gonna be, as much as it's gonna have a shit ton of fucking content in it, it's still not gonna be the fastest paced Smash Bros. Unless they fix that after release. It'll be fast paced, it'll be faster than all the others, but it still won't quite be as fast as Melee was. Heck, you guys saw when I did a little stream I did, what was it, last Wednesday? I played through some Melee, and the action, the gameplay, everything still holds up really well today. I had a lot of fun. And it still is and always will be a really fun party game to play with friends. All the Smash Bros. Games are. But Melee, you could see why for many people, even once Ultimate comes out, Melee will very likely still be everyone's favorite. But moving on to Brawl, people didn't really like that one too much. They did, but they also didn't. It was kind of mixed reception in a way. The combat was noticeably slower paced. It just, there were some questionable design decisions. There was the obvious lack of Roy, which everybody, including me, was like, what the fuck, Nintendo? Seriously? We love Roy! We don't care if we don't have Fire Emblem, the Sealed Sword, or just you and no Shirugi, no matter what you want to call it. We don't have that particular Fire Emblem game in the States, and at that point Fire Emblem was still pretty much brand new in the States. Because we had only really had Fire Emblem, 7, 8, and 9, possibly 10 by then. So you can understand Nintendo's skepticism on bringing back both of the classic Fire Emblem characters, instead of rather just one, and introducing a new one. One that we actually got. Fire Emblem game we had launched here at the same time as Japan. So people were still very familiar with Aikida. Hey, I like this one. It's pretty fun. But, probably the biggest edition of that game that's been out of the series since then until now is Solid Snake. That was so much fun. Solid Snake was fucking awesome. And so was Pit, for that matter. The version of Pit that was present in Super Smash Bros. Brawl definitely gave way and gave Nintendo the inspiration to give us what I consider to be one of the all-time greatest 3DS games, exclusives actually, because they haven't ported it to any other console yet. Kid Icarus Uprising. Heck, man, like I'll be doing another playthrough of that game soon enough myself. Last time I did was back in 2012, and I loved the shit out of it. It hurt my wrist to play, sure, but it was fun, so everything was forgiven. So, moving on. Brawl also had the subspace emissary, whatever. You know, I'm not some fucking literary giant here. I've never claimed to be. So call me an idiot, whatever. I'll just say emissary like I always have. So it had that, which was a pretty damn cool and really strong and really fun story mode. The Melee, as you guys saw on the stream that I was doing, it had an adventure mode / story mode. It did, but it lacked an actual story. It was basically, I mean, you guys saw, one action stage to the next, and not even all of them had the action stage parts. It was some of them were just fights. They did have a few cutscenes here and there, but they usually lasted what, a couple seconds, and before you know it, it was over. But don't get me wrong, adventure mode in Melee is still a lot of fun, but Brawl actually had a story. Which, moving on to the next Smash Bros. Game, you know, they got rid of. They improved the combat, they included a bunch more stages, a bunch more characters, a healthy amount of new gameplay features, customizable characters, great DLC stages and characters, the ability to use your own Miis as fighters. That's pretty fun. I always got a couple laughs out of that. But it just removed that story mode element that Brawl had, that Brawl introduced. And that was a little bit sad. However, it's still a really fun Smash Bros. Game in its own right that I will see myself going back to at least time to time. And I'll definitely play the 3DS version, probably a little more than the Wii U version, because as much as the Switch is as strong a portable console as it can ever be, it's still like $250 to $300 to get a new one, so I won't be bringing it everywhere on the go still, at least for now. So if I want to do Smash Bros. On the go, I'll either have to A, emulate the first game, or B, just bring the 3DS game, which is probably what I'll do. But, you know, in terms of how many things make it unique from the others, especially Ultimate that's on its way, there's not too much there that I could think of off the top of my head. But it still has its own charm. So I will go back at least here and there. Moving on to Ultimate. Everyone's back. As I've discussed in the very first Solarian Gamer Talks video, everyone's back. There's a whole bunch of new stages. There's going to be over 70 fighters, more DLC fighters on the way. They haven't even announced yet, but they've already chosen. There's going to be over 100 playable stages with more on the way. It's incredible. The gameplay looks, you know, like I said before, not the fastest in the series, but it's pretty much right behind Melee. It's incredibly fast-paced, it looks incredibly fun, and I know I'll be playing this probably the most I've ever played any Smash Bros. Game, aside from Melee. I'll be playing the shit out of this. I also like the idea of, as I've stated before, bringing back just starting out with very few characters out of the entire roster. It gives you something to work for. And at the point where you get everybody you wanted, you think to yourself, well, I might as well just keep going anyway because I have almost everybody. And I just want to have the full selection. I want to have the full experience, the full game. You know, it's bringing back a lot of the classic modes. Tournament mode, I think I talked about that in my other Solarian Gamer Talks review, discusses video. I was pretty happy about that. A lot of classic modes are returning. Story mode. This is the biggest one for me. Story mode is coming back, baby. Oh my god! That sounds so fucking awesome. I was so happy about that. Like, you have no idea. Now, they also later revealed, of course, there's going to be fewer cutscenes, and it probably won't have as much of a story as Brawl had, but at least it's something. At least it's there. At least there's a story element. There wasn't even an adventure mode in Smash Bros. 4, let alone a story mode. And now we're getting that, and it'd be nice if we got adventure mode too. We probably won't. But tournament mode is back. If I remember seeing correctly, we'll have the classic trophy. What was it, Trophy Rush? Was that the name of it? Where you run around and hit shit into the center to collect trophies and other equipment items. Now, it said equipment items are not returning. However, in its place, we're getting a little something called spirits. You see, spirits are these cool little, like, images, I imagine, with voiceover files based on classic characters of all the franchises, being shown off in Smash Bros. Ultimate. It's additional characters that may not be playable, but are from those franchises, so it's like, hey, still being the biggest crossover event of the year, we're going to be showing a whole bunch of things like, hey, I remember that guy, or hey, I remember that thing, that was cool. Like, all these additional sub-characters from these particular franchises will be making appearances, at least in the form of spirits, if not actual playable characters or assist trophies. That is freaking cool. And these spirits work, from what I've seen, pretty much the same way as the equipable items did in Smash Bros. 4, where they power up your characters. And those powered up characters can be used, like, at least in local versus, if not also online versus mode, and adventure mode / story mode itself. Which, well, it's pretty cool. I'm sure I'll have a lot of fun with that. They said the main point of story mode this time around, it will be mostly about, like, loot boxes and shit. Now, hold on. Hold on. I know what people think about loot boxes, and don't get me wrong, I think it's pretty fucking stupid. But I don't think they're gonna make you pay real money, obviously. It's not gonna be fucking even to pay this particular in-game amount for a shitty fucking randomized selection. I think you're actually gonna get some cool assortment of shit every time you open up one of these boxes all over the world map. And you'll probably run into them all the time. Nintendo does not want to ruin their reputation. They don't want to lose their fan base by wrecking one of their most anticipated games of the past fucking decade. They're not going to do that, guys. This isn't going to be like Battlefront 2. This isn't going to be like Fallout 76. Don't worry. I don't think Nintendo is that stupid. Now, the main point of this video basically is, do you just play Smash Bros. Ultimate and feel satisfied and never touch the others, maybe with the exception of Melee, ever again? No, you should definitely play the others as well. All of them had their own unique charms, and they all had special, things that Ultimate does not offer, or at least offer them in a different way. If you want the full Super Smash Bros. Series experience, definitely keep playing all of them, because all of them have something special to offer. While Ultimate may bring forth a lot of these classic elements, it'll be in a slightly different way. In these older games, however, not to reiterate the same fucking point over and over again, sign of a bad YouTuber, I know, but it'll just be in a different way. So that's just my thoughts, guys. So, in other words, I'll definitely keep playing all the Smash Bros. Games, and not just a new one when it comes out. Hell, that was my attitude when Smash Bros. 4 came out, and that was my attitude when Brawl came out. I kept playing the classic ones, too, because all of them have something unique and special to offer to the table. Well, that's my thoughts, guys. What do you think? Offer your own comments on this, your own opinions. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Why? leave that down below in the comments section. I'll catch you guys next time. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video around with everybody you know, your friends, your family, your worst enemies. Guys, I want to have a nice, big, healthy community on here on YouTube. I love you all so much. I appreciate everything you've done for me so far. But we can keep going. We can keep getting stronger. And before I know it, I'll have a K subscribers. I will reach that 1,000, and that'll be so fucking cool. The biggest video, my first Solarian Gamer Reviews video, also because it's from the only series on this whole channel out of 4 that is actually scripted, is still heavily in production. Don't think I've abandoned that. In fact, I was just recording footage for the review from that game yesterday and today. Like I stated before, I do that every day I have off. I try to make it a point to record footage every day I have off because I consider this channel a second job. I'm not popular yet, sure. Barely anyone ever watches my shit. Hell, next to nobody ever watches my shit when it's live on Solarian Gamer Plays. But that's fine. Right now, I'm doing this for fun. But later on, I'll do it for fun, and I'll also make money from it. So, and that'll help me and my family out. So, you guys are doing me a big service by just sitting back and having fun watching. You know, if you have reached it this far in the video already, I'd like to thank you, as always, for doing so. And continue to keep enjoying it if I can still offer you pretty entertaining content. Alright guys, this has been Solarian Gamer Talks, episode 3. Peace out, and remember, Solaris calls.